The difference between love and attachment. Today, we're going to explore something that affects every human relationship: romantic, familial, friendships, and even our relationship with ourselves. The difference between pure love and attachment. These two experiences often look similar from the outside, but psychologically and spiritually, they are worlds apart. Understanding this difference can transform how we love, how we let others love us, and how we experience peace. There is a profound psychological and spiritual difference between pure love and attachment, a difference rooted in wisdom, emotional maturity, and practical self-awareness. Love expands us. Attachment restricts us. Love nurtures strength. Attachment feeds fear. Love says, "I want you to be happy." Attachment whispers, "I need you to make me happy." Part 1. Understanding the core difference. Love becomes problematic when it is tied to attachment, when our emotional stability depends on another person's behavior, presence, or approval. Pure love is empowering. It is generous, compassionate, and supportive. Attachment is fear-based. It reflects a fear of loss, a fear of abandonment, and a desire to possess rather than uplift. When we are attached, we begin seeking our security outside ourselves. Without realizing it, we hand our emotional power to someone else. Our peace becomes negotiable. Our happiness becomes conditional. And when happiness depends on conditions, fear becomes inevitable. This creates dependency. Instead of love being a source of joy, it becomes a source of anxiety. We start monitoring the relationship instead of experiencing it. We analyze every text message, every tone, every reaction, because deep down, we fear that losing connection means losing ourselves. Part 2. Expectation, the silent creator of attachment. Attachment begins with expectation. The unspoken belief that another person should behave in ways that make us feel safe, valued, or important. It sounds like, "If you loved me, you would do this. I need you to act this way so I can feel okay. Prove you care. Reassure me. Fix my emotions." Every expectation is a thread, and enough threads become a rope that ties our emotional state to someone else's choices. When expectations are not met, emotional tension follows. Disappointment, frustration, resentment, insecurity. The person who once loved freely now fears losing love, and ironically, that fear weakens the love. Neediness replaces connection. Control replaces trust. Fear replaces freedom. The more we cling, the more we lose ourselves. The more we chase, the less the other person can breathe. Part 3. Love without fear. A person who is secure within themselves experiences connection without fearing its ending. This doesn't mean detachment or emotional coldness. It means loving without collapsing into another person. It means choosing connection without demanding guarantees. Pure love sounds like, "I choose to love you now. I am here with you not because I need you, but because I value you. Your presence is cherished, but my identity does not depend on your approval." True love is free from the compulsion to possess anything or anyone. When love is present without attachment, both people grow. There is room for individuality and togetherness. There is room for truth instead of performance. This is where acceptance enters. Part 4. Expectation versus acceptance. Expectation says, this must happen for me to be happy. Acceptance says, I am willing to be at peace regardless of the outcome. Expectation creates emotional chains. Acceptance creates emotional freedom. Acceptance does not mean tolerating disrespect or harmful behavior. It means releasing inner resistance, the type that creates unnecessary suffering. When we stop believing others must fulfill our inner needs, we reclaim our own power. We rediscover our ability to create peace within ourselves. And when we do that, our love becomes stronger, not weaker. We start showing up as a full person, not a half waiting to be completed. Part 5. Breaking the pattern of fear. The fear of losing someone is not proof of love, but it is a thought pattern created by attachment. When we rehearse fearful thoughts, what if they leave? What if they stop loving me? What if I'm not enough? We condition our nervous system to respond with anxiety and insecurity. But we can choose differently. By consciously choosing thoughts of strength, worthiness, and inner completeness, we weaken the grip of attachment. We shift from survival-based love to empowered love. Some empowering reminders. I am whole, and I choose connection from wholeness. My peace comes from within, not from permission. Love is something I share, not something I cling to. Part 6. The transformation. The journey from attachment to love is a journey back to ourselves. Loving without attachment does not diminish connection, it expands it. It invites depth, it invites authenticity, it invites truth. It teaches us to connect from fullness, not emptiness. To love because we choose to, not because we fear alternatives. To remain present without demanding ownership. To be with someone without losing ourselves. True love becomes not a cage, but a climate. Not a chain, but a choice. Not a bond that restricts, but a force that liberates. It liberates both the self and the beloved. Closing message. So ask yourself, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your family connections, is this love or is this fear? Is this support or is this possession? Is this connection or is this dependency? The moment we start loving from fullness rather than emptiness, relationships stop being negotiations for emotional survival and become spaces of growth, peace, and shared strength. That is the shift. That is the work. That is the freedom. Love without attachment. Choose without fear. Stay without losing yourself.